Ever wondered how the magnificent Gothic cathedrals that we marvel at today came into existence? To unlock this mystery, we delve into the annals of the history of architecture, back to the Middle Ages, a period marked by profound socioeconomic and religious transformations. The inception of Gothic cathedrals sprouted from this fertile ground. The 12th century, a time of burgeoning urban growth and increasing wealth, saw the birth of what we now recognize as the Gothic style. This was an era when the church was the epicenter of life, and cathedrals were seen as a pathway to the heavens, as well as a symbol of a city's prestige and prosperity. Gothic architecture, a term coined during the Renaissance as a somewhat derogatory reference to the barbaric Goths, was a radical departure from the Romanesque style that preceded it. While Romanesque buildings were characterized by their solid, heavy forms and rounded arches, Gothic architecture embraced verticality and light. Soaring to unprecedented heights, these cathedrals were adorned with pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses, structural elements that not only allowed for greater height and larger windows, but also created an intricate play of light and shadow within the interiors. Stained glass windows, a hallmark of Gothic architecture, were more than just decorative elements. They were visual sermons, narrating biblical stories to a largely illiterate populace. These kaleidoscopic windows bathed the cathedral interiors in a divine glow, instilling a sense of awe and reverence among the beholders. Gothic cathedrals were also a testament to the technological innovation of the time. The use of flying buttresses, for instance, was a structural innovation that allowed for the walls to be thinner, and thus filled with large windows. This was a bold move in the history of architecture, a daring leap from the thick, fortress-like walls of the Romanesque style. So the Gothic cathedrals were not merely structures of worship, but also a testament to the era's architectural, religious, and socio-economic evolution. They were symbols of faith, ambition, and human ingenuity that continue to inspire awe and wonder to this day. Building a Gothic cathedral was not a walk in the park, but a Herculean task that challenged the norms of construction in the history of architecture. These grand edifices were born from the sweat, tears, and sometimes, unfortunately, the lives of countless laborers who toiled under harsh conditions to bring these architectural marvels to life. Imagine the strength and skill needed to lift massive stones, some weighing as much as a small car, without the aid of modern machinery. These stones were not only lifted, but also carefully carved, using nothing more than rudimentary hand tools. Each stone was a testament to the perseverance and dedication of these workers, who painstakingly shaped them into intricate components of the cathedral's structure. Then, there was the task of installing stained glass windows. These were no ordinary windows, mind you. They were massive, intricate tapestries of light, each piece meticulously crafted and pieced together to form scenes from the Bible and the lives of saints. The process was arduous and delicate, requiring a steady hand and an unwavering attention to detail. The challenges did not end there. The working conditions were far from ideal. Workers faced numerous dangers, from falling from great heights to being crushed under heavy stones. Accidents were not uncommon, and the risk of injury was a constant companion. Yet, despite the risks and hardships, the workers pressed on, driven by a sense of purpose and the promise of immortality through their craft. Their motivation was as strong as the stones they carved, fueled by a burning desire to create something that would outlive them and become a part of the history of architecture. The construction of a Gothic cathedral was akin to a dangerous dance, a ballet of man and stone conducted on a stage of dust and sweat. It was a dance between ambition and reality, a testament to the human spirit's unyielding resolve to create, to build, to endure. Indeed, the construction of these majestic structures was a dangerous dance between ambition and reality. Who financed these colossal structures, and why did they take centuries to complete? Let's delve into this fascinating aspect of the history of architecture. The Gothic cathedrals were not simply the work of any one individual or institution, but rather they were a collective endeavor. The church, of course, was a major player, pouring vast sums into these projects as a testament of faith and a reflection of their immense power. But it wasn't just the church. The nobility, driven by a mix of piety, prestige, and the promise of eternal salvation, also contributed substantial funds. Some of the most beautiful chapels within these cathedrals were financed by noble families, etching their names into the annals of architectural history. The common people, too, played their part. They donated what little they could, often in the form of labor rather than coin. The construction of a cathedral was a communal undertaking, a symbol of unity and shared purpose. Yet, these magnificent edifices did not rise overnight. The construction of a Gothic cathedral was a long, drawn-out affair that often spanned centuries. The reasons for this were numerous. Firstly, there was the sheer scale of these projects. Cathedrals were the skyscrapers of their day, reaching heights never seen before. This presented numerous technical challenges that required innovative solutions, adding to the construction timeline. Secondly, funding was often inconsistent. Money flowed in fits and starts, subject to the whims of economic fortune, political stability, and religious fervor. Work on the cathedrals could grind to a halt during times of financial strain, only to resume when funds became available again. Lastly, there were the human costs. With rudimentary tools and techniques, accidents were common and could result in significant delays. Workers' lives were often at risk, a sobering reminder of the human toll these breathtaking structures demanded. Thus, the Gothic cathedrals were more than mere buildings. They were a community project that spanned generations. Now, let's take a closer look at two fascinating examples of Gothic architecture, Castle Eltz and Malbork Castle. Nestled in the hills above the Moselle River between Koblenz and Trier in Germany, Castle Eltz stands as a remarkable testimony to the grandeur of the Gothic era. This castle wasn't the project of a single monarch or bishop. Instead, it was built by several families of knights who jointly owned and lived in the castle. They faced numerous challenges, from coordinating their efforts and pooling resources to managing the construction with medieval technology. The castle, as a result, is a remarkable patchwork of styles, reflecting the changing tastes, fortunes, and aspirations of its builders over the centuries. On the other side, we have Malbork Castle, a red brick fortress in Poland that was built by the Teutonic Knights, a German Roman Catholic religious order of crusaders. This castle is known for its extensive extensions that made it the largest castle in the world by land area. The construction work was so extensive that it took a whopping 123 years to complete. Why did it take that long? The answer lies in the history of architecture and the time it took to build such monumental structures in the Middle Ages. The Teutonic Knights continually added to the castle to demonstrate their power and wealth. However, their rule was not unchallenged. Riots and periods of instability often disrupted construction work. Yet they pressed on, driven by a vision of creating an architectural marvel that would command respect and awe. Both Castle Eltz and Malbork Castle are more than mere buildings. They are living testimonies to the perseverance, ambition, and ingenuity of the people of the Gothic era. They remind us of the lengths to which our ancestors went to express their faith, protect their territories, and leave a lasting legacy. Both these castles provide an intriguing glimpse into the complexities and triumphs of Gothic architecture. In the face of countless challenges and adversities, what kept the spirit of Gothic cathedral construction alive? The answer lies in the indomitable human spirit. The motivation behind building these architectural marvels was not just religious devotion or a desire to display wealth and power. It was also a testament to human resilience, ambition, and the pursuit of artistic excellence. The construction of these cathedrals was a dangerous endeavor. Accidents were commonplace: falling stones, structural collapses, and the perils of working at great heights were everyday risks. Yet despite these dangers, there was no shortage of individuals willing to undertake this perilous work. The hiring tactics were often ingenious. Guilds and builders would travel from town to town, seeking out those with the necessary skills or the courage to learn. These were not just jobs, they were a calling, a chance to be part of something grand, something that would outlive them and serve as a testament to their skill and daring. The impact and legacy of Gothic cathedrals in the history of architecture are profound. These colossal structures, with their soaring towers, intricate stonework, and awe-inspiring stained glass, have forever changed our understanding of what is architecturally possible. They pushed the boundaries of construction and design, showcasing the ingenuity and artistry of the human spirit. They introduced architectural innovations that are still admired and studied today. Perhaps most importantly, they have served as a source of inspiration and a benchmark of architectural achievement. The lessons learned from their construction continue to influence architects and builders, reminding us of what can be achieved when human skill, creativity, and determination come together. Gothic cathedrals, thus, stand as enduring symbols of human ingenuity, resilience, and artistic expression. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful journeys into the fascinating world of medieval architecture.